Welcome to PlayPianoTODAY.com. In this piano lesson, we're going to take simple minor chords and open them up into fantastic chord voicings. In this keyboard lesson, I want to show you how to take a simple minor chord and really open it up like this. By applying this technique to simple chords, your music becomes open and transparent. It's an awesome technique. Let's check it out. One of the great things about this open chord voicing is that you can use it almost any time in place of a standard minor chord. Like on a chord chart or maybe music that you're writing, anytime you see a minor chord, use this voicing instead. Instantly, the sound becomes rich, and the chord has a lot of depth to it. Now let's take a look at how to put this together. By the way, if you'd like to check out this entire lesson, there's a direct link in the video description on this page. The chord voicing that we're looking at is this. Nice and open. It's called an open voicing because the notes are spread out. They're not bunched together like standard position chords. Now, there's nothing wrong with playing standard position chords. It's just really nice to be able to open up your sound using voicings. This voicing is based on the E minor chord made up of the notes E, G, and B. This would be E major, but we're looking at an E minor chord. Now, in the original course on our website, we also studied where the seventh comes from, right? That would be here. And in this lesson, we're looking at a voicing that includes this note. What is that note? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now we have an E minor chord with a seventh and a ninth way up on top, but everything is still in standard closed position. And that sounds okay. But when you're looking for a big, wide open sound, that's when you'd use an open voicing and spread those notes out. Isn't that amazing? Suddenly you've got a completely different character. But check it out, we're playing the same exact notes. E, G, B, D, and F sharp. Same notes. They're just spread out in an open voicing. In just a second, we're going to go further with this lesson, but I also wanted to quickly throw out the information that on our website, in addition to pattern piano and keyboard, you'll also find a huge video piano lessons library covering all different styles from the blues to gospel, rock and roll to Latin music, ear training, music theory. The library is jam-packed with video piano lessons that will give you the tools to sit down and play in any style by ear. All right, let's dig back into the lesson on voicings. This really is one of those techniques that separates folks who begin to play the piano and they say, yeah, I play chord piano, and they just kind of bang out the chords, from those that really create fantastic, beautifully voiced music. But to be honest, learning to voice chords is really just one of the first steps in becoming a great player. The next step in your playing is learning to take all these voicings that I'm going to teach you and then learn to break them up rhythmically into something called rhythmic patterns. And again, that concept is covered in the course titled Pattern, Piano, and Keyboard. You can find that on the website. Now let's spend some time and take a look at the individual notes that make up this voicing that we're looking at today. Let me show you graphically what it means to take a closed position chord like the E minor chord I just showed you and open it up into a voicing. On the screen, you can see exactly what I played a few minutes ago. This is the standard closed position, non-voiced E minor 9 chord. From bottom to top, let's take a look at the notes. On the bottom, you have an E, which is the root or the bottom of the chord. Then you've got the third, which is G natural. Then you've got the fifth, which is B. Then you've got the dominant seventh, which is D. And above that, you've got the ninth, which is F sharp. Are you getting this? I hope you're getting this. If you're not, you need to go through pattern piano and keyboard. I know I beat that to death, but the truth is, once you understand music, then you can be creative. And that's my number one thesis. So that's the standard way that 99% of the world's keyboard players play the E minor 9 chord. But not you, right? We're going to spread this thing out and give it some new life with a fat open chord voicing. Take a look at the screen again. It's exactly the same notes. You still have an E, a G, a B, a D, and an F sharp. They're just in different places. And notice that they're spread out. That's why the sound is so open. That's why this works so well when you have another instrument or a voice singing or playing the melody, and then they can just sail right through the middle of your chord without getting all clustered or bound up. So I've got the left hand playing the root way down on the bottom. It's an E, and the fifth is being played by the left hand as well. That's a B. Now the right hand is playing the denim colored notes. It's kind of the cool man. It's playing the third, which is a G natural. It's playing the dominant seventh, which is a D. And it's playing the ninth, an F sharp, way up on top. That's what it means to take a closed position standard chord and open it up into a wonderful fat chord voicing. In fact, that's the exact chord voicing that we're studying in this lesson. One last time, let's take a look at it on the keyboard. Here it is in closed standard position. And then we're going to open it up into a nice fat chord voicing. Isn't that nice? Then for an additional effect, you can roll it bottom to top or the other way around. Kind of like a guitar, just up and down the keyboard, and that's a really nice effect as well. All right, let's go further now and dig into another. This has just been the first few minutes from Chapter 1 of Fat Chord Voicings. If you want to check out the entire lesson, come over to PlayPianoTODAY.com. My name is David Sprunger. Thanks for listening. Now you know what to do. Go practice.